is a Greatness Center and a subsidiary of John Ughulu Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to serve, lead, and impact. Disclaimer: this is not a religious organization. For donations, volunteer services, and inquiries, visit our website, www.johnughulufoundation.org.
How are you? If you can hear me, please type "I can hear you" in the comment section. How are you? It's a blessed day. How are you? Great, 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 great. It's awesome. It's a blessed day. If you can hear me, please type "I can hear you" in the comment section. Yes, it's a wonderful day. I just want to wait for some more people to join the broadcast. But while we wait, please type "I can hear you" in the comment section. That way I would be able to figure out if I'm speaking to myself or not. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. You can hear me. That's awesome. I am blessed and highly favored. I want you to start your day with positive affirmations. Good morning. I am broadcasting from Atlanta, Georgia. It's morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you from wherever you are listening or watching this program from. So while we wait for other people to join this broadcast, I want you to please do us that usual favor. Like and share this broadcast. Like and share. I am doing the same thing over here. Like and share this broadcast. It's a blessed day. We were created to be great. Greatness is within us. Greatness is within you who's listening to me right now. Greatness is within you. Like and share this broadcast. If you can hear me, just keep typing. Just type in the comment section and say "I can hear you." And that way, I'll be sure you can truly hear the message I have to share with you today. Yes, yes, beautiful people. Thank you. Thank you for joining the program. Now, I'm going to share a very interesting story with you, but I'll do that in a moment. Okay. Thank you all. So let's get straight to business. Now, a full disclosure and a disclaimer. The message I want to share with you today is not a religious message. Abode of Greatness Worldwide is not a religious organization. Abode of Greatness Worldwide is a greatness center and a subsidiary of the John Ughulu Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And our mission is to serve, lead, and impact. We typically will be having these inspirational and motivational broadcasts every week to help people transition from where they are to where they want to be. And in that process, we will be helping people provide, or rather, we will be providing the basic human needs. The help we want to render could be in your job, in your business, or in your personal life. So we're going to use coaching and mentoring to help you transition from where you are to where you want to be. We will be helping families in Africa and in the United States to help them move to that stage where they've always wanted to be in their lives. Our main focus will be on people, majorly on people between the ages of 16 to 25. But it doesn't mean that if you need help or if someone you know around you needs help and that person falls outside of this age bracket, we still will be able to help that person, okay? But we will prioritize people between the ages of 16 to 25. So if you or anyone you know needs support in these areas, please feel free to let us know. All right? And to all those who have been supporting us, all those who have been donating to this cause, both cash donations and those who have been donating or contributing in kind, we truly appreciate you. We see all that you do. We know that the universe will definitely reward you 1,000-fold of whatever you have brought forth. Thank you so much. So remember, like and share this broadcast. Like and share this broadcast. It's very important. Please like and share this broadcast. I want you to know that you were not created to exist, but you were created to create an existence. I want you to think about that for a moment. Repeat this after me. I was not created to exist, but I was created to create an existence. Yes. So you were not created to exist, but you were created to create an existence. That's powerful. That's deep, you know. So I want you to grab a pen, grab a notepad, grab a piece of paper, whatever you feel comfortable writing on, whatever you feel comfortable using to take down notes. Because today we will be talking about how to capture your vision. Write that down. How to capture your vision. I want you to write it down, please. I will be sharing strategies with you on how to capture your vision. Now, there was a quote that I saw, and I want to share this quote with you today. While I pull this quote up, I want you to remember to like and share the broadcast, because there's someone out there on your contact list who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. So there is a very good quote I want to read out to you today. I saw this on my phone while I was browsing, and I saw the need to share with you, so that can help you understand the importance of capturing your vision, right? Now, this quote says, "Believe in your vision and do everything you can to turn it into reality." All right? It says, believe in your vision and do everything you can to turn it into reality. I want you to write that down, please. Believe. That's the first word. Believe. A lot of people underestimate the power of that word, believe. To believe means to have faith. To believe means trusting the process. So you must, this is not something negotiable. You must believe in your vision. And it is that belief in your vision that would make it possible for you to think about capturing your vision. Which brings us back to our topic for today, which is how to capture your vision. I know everything in life is a cliche, but it is whenever that cliche resonates with you that truly matters. So I want you to listen to me today with an open heart, because you will definitely learn something. My name is Dr. John Ughulu. I am the founder of Abode of Greatness Worldwide. And I derive so much pleasure disrupting limiting beliefs. I am a disruptor. I've had to explain myself several times to a lot of people that I am not a preacher. I'm not here to preach any gospel to you. I'm not here to preach any religious message to you. I am here to do my work as a disruptor. My job today is to do what I always do, which is to disrupt that thing or that belief that makes you feel you are ordinary. My job is to disrupt that belief system that makes you feel that you are not beautiful. My job today is to disrupt that belief system in you that makes you feel that you are not good enough. My job today is to disrupt that limiting belief in your life that makes you accept mediocrity over excellence or perfection. My job today is to disrupt that limiting belief that makes you feel it is not yet time for you to step into your greatness. That's why we want to talk about how to capture your vision. You know, there's something about this quote that I just shared with you. It really got to me. And I also want you to allow this quote flow in your system today. Believe in your vision and do everything you can to turn it into reality. Believe in your vision. When you believe that it is possible for you to achieve a certain dream or goal or vision or idea, that is the first step to capturing your vision. That is what will prompt you. That is what will propel you. That is what will push you to capture your vision. And when we're talking about vision, I want you to know that we are not talking about eyesight here, because we have two types of vision. We have the eyesight and we have the mind sight. The eyesight is what the eyes can see, and the eyes cannot see far. You know that, right? That is eyesight. Then mind sight is the one we are talking about today. That's the vision we're talking about, not the eyesight, not the vision for the eyes, your mind sight. The mind has the ability to see way beyond your imagination. That's why it was created in the first place. That's why you have the mind. That's why it was given to you. So when we're talking about capturing your vision, what does it mean? What do you understand that word capture in this context to mean? It means the ability for you to take control of your vision. the ability for you to take control of the content of your vision, the ability for you to take control of your life, the ability for you to take control of that spiritual steering that will take you to the point you want to be. That's why we're talking about how to capture your vision, how to control your vision. So I want to share 3 strategies with you on how to capture your vision. We're talking about mindset here. You know, we have 2 minds, right? We have the subconscious mind and we have the conscious mind. All right? So basically, we want you to understand that it is possible for you to control your life using your vision. Whatever is given to you in your vision is meant for you and you alone. That's why in most cases, when you tell people what your vision is, sometimes it might sound too great or almost impossible for the person you are explaining it to, because that person does not have your vision. Every human being has a unique vision. Every invention was once an idea, and the inventor had a vision for that product. But in most cases, when they share what they are thinking about, those who are not privileged to have an open mind, or who are not privileged to dissect that vision, will be left with no option but to try to talk you out of it, because it might look greater than what they can ever anticipate. Why? Because it was not given to them. When you were created, you were given your own vision. So you must learn how to capture it. It is possible to capture it. Whatever flows through your mind is possible. Whatever flows through your mind is achievable. It is achievable. Very, very, very achievable. Now, how do you capture your vision? The first step I want to share with you today, I want you to write this down, is to write it down with timelines. You know, a lot of people always say, John is always talking about writing down, writing down, writing down. Yes, if it wasn't an important step, I would not waste my time talking about writing it down. The ability for you to write down your vision, your thoughts, your ideas is what differentiates a vision from an item. It's what differentiates your vision from your goals and your plans. So when you are able to write down your vision, it no longer remains a vision. It now becomes a goal, because you have converted it. You have brought it to reality. You have changed it from being in the subconscious mind to making it a goal, making it a reality. And that's where a lot of people lose out on their visions. They hold on to those visions for too long as visions without converting it. How many of us here understand that everything we want to do, first of all, starts in the mind and ends in the mind? Oh yes, it happens a lot, right? It starts in the mind and it ends in the mind. If today you want to become a public speaker. When you put yourself on that vibration, you would realize that whatever you do will circle around that vibration. Wherever you go to, you will see public speakers. When you turn on your TV, you will see people talking. You will start observing and noticing speakers because you have put yourself on that vibration. And when that starts to happen, you realize that when you sleep, you will dream of being a speaker. When you are in public with friends, family members, and you're talking, you will be talking about going towards that direction. That is the law of vibration. You will put yourself on a frequency. That, you know, when you make up your mind today to go buy a car, what happens? It could be a car that you never, noticed. It could be a brand or a model that you never had in mind. You never noticed when other people were driving theirs. But the day you make up your mind to buy that car, what happens? It means you've already put yourself on a frequency. You've put yourself on a vibrational level. Now we're talking about the natural law of vibration. When you are on that frequency, everything that passes through your eyes, your conscious mind within that period aligns with what you want. So when you make up your mind to go buy a car today, you realize that starting from that very day, when you drive out of your house, you would always see that type of car. You would always see that type of car. And when you start to count it, you realize that you count more than 10 every day. It's not as if those cars were not on that route prior to you making up your mind. It's just that you put yourself on that level to always see it. So now it shows up. That's the same thing with your vision. When you put yourself on a frequency, on a vibration, everything that will be attracted to you during that time becomes related to what you want to become. So you must learn to write down your vision. The moment you start seeing it, the moment you start imagining it, the moment you start seeing all the blueprints in your mind, in your conscious mind, that is the best time to go out there, buy a journal, and start writing. Write down all the steps. Write down your why. Write down everything that you saw inside of your mind. It took me decades to figure out how to capture my visions, because it's the easiest thing to talk yourself out of your dreams and your vision. It is the easiest thing. But when you have it written down, you have taken a bold move of converting that vision into a goal. So do not underestimate the power or the importance of writing down your ideas, your thoughts, your vision. That's why every great company, every great organization today has a vision statement, right? Because it was once someone's idea. What's your vision for your life today? You need to write it down. Then the second strategy on how to capture your vision is to break it down into steps, which means when you write down the vision, for example, you want to become a public speaker, you write it down. Write all what has come through your mind, all the thoughts, like seeing yourself organizing events, seeing yourself standing in front of a podium, or rather, in front of people and speaking, going from one organization to the other, training people, write your vision down. Write what you intend to accomplish. Then break it down. That's the second step. Break it down into steps. Because your vision is one broad idea, one broad perception, one broad thought or imagination. So you need to make sure it is broken down into actionable steps, because in life, it is little drops of water that makes a mighty ocean. You must take things one day at a time. You must take things one step at a time. So when you write it down, you have to break it down into steps. That's the second one. All right? That's the second one. When I made up my mind to become a public speaker, what did I do? I put myself immediately on that frequency. I was always talking about it. I was always thinking of ways to get a mentor. That was what I was always thinking about. Then I came up with small steps. What were those steps? To reach out to all these mentors, to reach out to the person who I would want to become my mentor. In my own case, it was Mr. Les Brown. His message resonated with me that I knew that that's the person I wanted in my life as a mentor. I am a slow talker. I don't talk really fast. And that was a limiting belief for me before now, because I felt to become an orator or to become a public speaker, you have to be someone who speaks really fast. But when I listened to Mr. Les Brown and I heard him speak with poise, I heard him speak with confidence, I heard him speak and communicate, not as fast as every other speaker. Immediately I knew I had to reach out to him. So I had to come up with steps. I reached out to him on social media. I reached out to him, through several mediums. But at the end of the day, because I left myself on that frequency and I had those steps to always contact him, to always reach out, it happened. If I had decided at that point to start thinking about how, I would have talked myself out of it. But I came up with some small strategies. I was reaching out to people. Look, if you know this man, please introduce me to him. If you know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows him, please introduce me to that someone who knows the someone or that someone who knows him. I had steps. But while I was waiting for that to go through, I was developing myself. I was developing myself. I started taking a program called Leadership Principles because I just didn't want anything to make me talk myself out of it. So those were the little steps that I took while I was waiting to get to meet Mr. Les Brown. I was developing myself. I was developing the skill. I did a program at the Harvard Business School. Little steps. I already believed that it was possible. So break down your vision into, when you write them down, they become goals. Then those goals, you have to break them down into steps. That's the second. Then the third one is to take action. We all know that when you talk from now till tomorrow, if you fail to act, it will be a wasted effort, right? That's what it is. Take action. It is you alone who can make things happen for you. It is you alone who can help your dreams and visions and ideas become a reality. Nobody's going to do that for you. Take action. You need to do the hard things. What are the hard things? Number one, taking action is hard. It is hard. Let me tell you how you would know it is hard to take action. I want you to think about those goals, those dreams, those major goals you once had in your life. Think about them. Let's think about 2. Write them down. Write down those goals that, major goals that you still beat yourself up right till date for not being able to accomplish those goals. Write them down, just 2 of them. And after writing down those goals or those ideas, I want you to ask yourself, what was the reason behind you not being able to accomplish those goals? Write them down. Because I have been in that situation in the past. Write them down. Write down those 2 goals. Write down the reasons why you were not able to achieve them. And you will realize that I am not a prophet though, but I know for sure that you were not able to accomplish those dreams. You were not able to achieve those goals or bring those ideas to life because of limiting beliefs. Because you were so passionate about those things at some point when the idea came in. You were extremely passionate about it. You were so all over the place as if it was already done. But at some point, you talked yourself out of it. Why? Because of limiting beliefs. I want you to write them down. Limiting beliefs. So if you do not learn how to capture your vision on paper, limiting beliefs would immediately make you talk yourself out of it. That's why I always tell people that a vision remains a vision without converting it to actionable steps. And for your vision to be converted, it must be captured in writing. It must be captured in writing. I'm going to put this down for you. This is my quote, all right? Dr. John Ughulu's quote. Take note. I want to put it down for you. That's my quote. I just sent it to you there. So a vision remains a vision without converting it to actionable steps. And for your vision to be converted, it must be captured in writing. That's why you need these 3 steps. Write down your vision, because in your mind, you already have the beginning. In your mind, you already saw the end of that vision. If you are thinking of becoming a realtor, in your mind, you already saw yourself networking with the group of realtors. In your mind, you already saw yourself being approved for a loan. In your mind, you already saw yourself buying an entire city. In your mind, you already saw the blueprint. But if you do not write it down, you would easily talk yourself out of it, because when you wake up or when you come back to your consciousness, you would always want to feel, oh man, that idea is too big. Oh no, That idea is too crazy. That's always the end result if you do not write it down. So write it down. And when you write it down, you must put timelines. You must put timelines. When I decided to go into event planning, corporate events, at first I didn't have an idea. I didn't have a clue on how to make it work. Being someone who just, got into the speaking industry, I didn't know how to make it work. But what did I do? I immediately grabbed my journal and I wrote it down. Not just writing it down. I wrote a date that I would love to have my first event, even though I knew nothing on how to make people show up. I had a date. I just put a date. But what I did was I put a realistic timeline. So you should also consider that when you're writing down your ideas, when you're capturing your vision on paper, you should have realistic timelines while converting it. So I gave myself a 6-month period and I put the exact date on this day, on this day of this month, I will organize my first event without having an idea. But it was on paper and I was always saying it every day. Les Brown said, review your goals on a daily basis, at least twice a day, in order for you to stay focused. Even when that time gets closer, if you are unable to achieve it, there is no crime, there is no harm in extending the date. But the date, the timeline, puts you on a frequency. That's the law of vibration. It puts you on that frequency because the law of vibration says that every object in the universe bounces, it moves, right? It moves. It might not be detected by your naked eyes, but every object moves. It gravitates towards something. So when you put your mind on something, the frequency remains on the level and what you are seeking will be attracted to you. So you must put those timelines. I put dates, I shifted the dates, I moved the dates, I rescheduled several times, but at the end of the day, I have had more than one event today. It was an idea initially. So you see, those goals, those dreams, those ideas that you once talked yourself out of, you probably never wrote them down with realistic timelines. You just had them. You just had those as ideas. Emily Dickinson said, the brain is wider than the sky, which means the brain can contain so much information. But that one you're passionate about, that one that you know, that vision that you know, that idea that you know can transform your life, you must pick that one, select that one, write it down. Break it down into steps. Break it down into steps. Prior to me having my first event as a speaker, I had to write down a blueprint. I had to write down things that I needed to resolve prior to that time. Because you cannot do everything at the same time. You need to break it down into steps. It is those steps that would help you prioritize your goals. Yes. action at the end of the day is what makes it work. Some months ago, I posted on the internet that I want to have a global brand, that I want to be in my office or my house making money from all over the world. I didn't know how to go about it, but I knew it was possible. I just needed some form of accountability. That's why when I see people who say they don't like telling people what they want to do, at times I don't agree with that. Because you need to commit yourself. That commitment holds you accountable. You need somebody who would always make you remember that you made a promise not to that person, but to yourself. So when you capture your vision, you should hold yourself accountable. What I do is when I have my vision captured on paper, when I put it, I find a way to hold myself accountable. How do I do that? I tell somebody or I tell people. And when I tell you what I want to do, I'm actually not seeking your opinion, but I am actually holding myself accountable. When I need your opinion, I will get you into that vision as a partner. Because I know that my vision is for me and myself. I know if I explain my vision to the next man who doesn't understand, or the next woman who doesn't understand, he or she would want to talk me out of it. So when you hear me tell you about my vision, I am just holding myself accountable. Your opinion would not matter at that point. Your opinion would only matter when you align with my vision and I bring you in as a partner. I hope I'm communicating, because I have been mandated today to come and disrupt that limiting belief that is within you. I have been mandated to come and disrupt that belief system that is making you feel that you are ordinary. You are not ordinary. That's why you must not focus on ordinary things. You must focus on the exceptional things, because you are exceptional. I haven't met you from anywhere before. I don't know where you're watching or listening to me from. But one thing that I know about you is that you are an abode of greatness. I have so many friends right now who are thinking of achieving their dreams and their goals. But they are finding it difficult because they are focusing all their attentions on how to get it done. When you focus your attention on how, you would almost lose your mind. You would talk yourself out of it, because you know what? The how is already there. That's why you had the vision at the first place. The how is already there. The how will eventually show up. We know you need money to get it done. We know you need the right connections to get it done. We know you need the right resources to get it done. We know that. But for as long as that vision was given to you, those things are already available. They're available. They might not be with you currently, but they are available. They could be with somebody else. But when you leave yourself on that vibration, that which you are seeking would find you. It might take time. But that which you are seeking is also seeking you. I want you to always remember that. That which you are seeking is seeking you. I was speaking to a family member, a distant family member, and we had a heart-to-heart talk. He's going through a lot right now. He's going through his down time, the worst time of his life. He's currently in jail somewhere in Africa. And that was one of the major reasons why I couldn't start this program early today. And he has been there for some years now. When I was speaking to him, I knew he had not discovered who he was. Because in life, not until you discover the answer to these three questions, which are, who am I? Why am I on earth? And where am I going? When I was speaking with him, I knew the universe was using me as a vessel to remind him of who he is, irrespective of his flaws. We all have flaws. But the day you identify who you are, your life will change. Sometimes the universe would need to put you in a quiet place for you to figure out the answers to those three questions. Who am I? Why am I on earth? And where am I going? The world we're living right now is so noisy that it is not possible for you to invent anything when you are in a noisy environment. It is not possible for you to hear what the universe has for you when you are in a noisy environment. And I told him that sometimes when you are overwhelmed with so much noise, the universe would have to move you to a quiet environment, which means sometimes there's a possibility of you being moved to the hospital. Something might happen and you would find yourself in the hospital. Something might happen and you would find yourself in prison. Something might happen and you would find yourself in places you never expected you would ever find yourself. But when those things happen, I don't want you to see it as a punishment. I want you to see it as the universe taking you to that level where you can hear, where you can reflect on yourself, where you can discover the answer to the three questions. Who am I? Why am I on earth? And where am I going? And I reminded this man today that he's been put in that situation so that he can identify who he is. We were all created to be great. We all have flaws, but our flaws should not define us. And you too, who's listening to me, I want you to know that no matter what situation you find yourself, for as long as you are able to find or discover the answers to who am I, why am I on earth, and where am I going, your life will change. Your vision will be made clearer at that point. And when your vision becomes clearer to you, that is when you need to remember that Dr. John said, when my vision becomes clear to me, I should write it down with timelines. I should break it down into steps, and I should take action. Yes, that's what I told that man today. And that's what I'm telling you who's listening to me. Those dreams, those visions, those ideas that you once talked yourself out of, this is the time for you to just take a moment and do some self-reflection and bring those things back to life. Because those ideas, the vision was given to you to bring to life. If the first man and woman on earth did not bring their vision to life, you would not have been enjoying what you are enjoying today. I want to remind you that if you fail to bring your vision to life, that is even worse of a sin. If you fail to bring your vision to life, you will be robbing generations to come of what they were meant to inherit. Don't let those dreams die. Capture your vision. Capture it. Go buy a journal. Start writing them down. I'm not trying to sell you a journal, but I'm trying to make you understand the importance of writing it down. Right now, a lot of countries are enjoying democracy. Come on. You are enjoying democracy. That's why we can all come out and fight for different rights. Yes, because it is sweet. It is very good to understand that, yes, the voice of the people matters. But how many of us have sat down to ask ourselves what democracy is? What is democracy? Democracy. We all want democracy. We all want to vote. We all want to be voted. We all want our voices to be heard. But only a few people understand that that word democracy is a system of government. Only few people understand that that particular system of government was once an idea. Only a few people understand that it had to go through a process for that idea to be converted into reality. We are enjoying it today. But today I'm going to remind you that what we're enjoying, what we like, that word democracy that we love, was a Greek idea. So every country that is enjoying democracy today is enjoying the Greek ideology. So what's your own idea? What's your own vision that you want to bring to life? What's your vision that you want to have out there that would impact generations to come? You have to capture it on paper. Capture it on paper. So that even when you die and go back to where you were meant to go to, your ideas will still live on. Your inventions, your achievements will still be alive. We must learn to capture our vision so that we can live full and die empty. What does it mean to live full and die empty? It means to bring all your visions, all your ideas to life and die empty, knowing that you have poured out everything you were blessed with for the next generation. Life is a research, and everybody has a part to play. So you must learn to capture your visions. You must understand the importance of capturing your vision. Yes, you all have one. And that's why I've been asked to come here and share this message with you. I have poured out everything that I've been asked to tell you today. So no matter what you're going through in your life, I want you to know that it is a phase in life that will pass. It is a phase in life that will pass. So think about it. And remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. I want you to please do me a favor of sharing this broadcast, because there is somebody out there who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. Thank you so much. I have delivered what the universe has instructed me to deliver today, and I want you to make good use of this content. This content you have received from me today is free. It is from my heart. It might not resonate with you today, but it will resonate with you one day. For those who already know what I'm talking about, I want you to take this as a reminder. And for those who are just hearing all these for the first time, I want you to act on it. Go and buy a journal. Capture your visions on paper with timelines. Break them down into actionable steps and take action. Thank you. It's been a pleasure speaking to all of you. And I see some great comments here. Thank you so much. Yeah, it says, you are very correct. And to all those people who are watching via YouTube or Facebook, the reason why when I display your comment and it doesn't show your name, it is because you are watching it from a private group. So please pardon me for not being able to mention your name on your comment, because I also cannot see your name until I go into the private group. So thank you for your contribution. A Facebook user said you are very correct. Thank you. Thank you so much. And someone said, well done, John Ughulu, for sharing your ideas to the entire world. Thank you. That's what I was created to do. That's what I will continuously do, because my goal is to live full and die empty. My goal is to empty all the gifts I have inside of me so that generations to come will be impacted positively. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So it's been a pleasure speaking to all of you. For those who want to make donations to this cause, please visit our website, johnughulufoundation.org, and make donations. We will be more than happy to, announce it if you want it. And nothing is too small. We appreciate the fact that we're doing this work to help everybody. So thank you so much. Like and share this broadcast. Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to heal. Somebody needs to be blessed. Thank you. Until same time next week, I want you all to stay blessed. Enjoy your day. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.
Abode of Greatness Worldwide is a greatness center and a subsidiary of John Ughulu Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to serve, lead, and impact.